Hey guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Warriors announce major injury updates on Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga. The Golden State Warriors announced major injury updates on forwards Draymond Green and Jonathan Kuminga after they were re-evaluated on Monday, January 27. The Warriors said both players will remain out of the lineup, but they are making good progress in their injury recovery. Green has missed the Warriors' last 4 games with a strained left calf. He has been doing light on-court work and is expected to rejoin parts of team practices in the coming days. His status will be monitored day-to-day at that point, the Warriors' medical bulletin said. On the other hand, Kuminga has missed the Warriors' last 11 games after suffering a significant right ankle sprain against the Memphis Grizzlies on January 4. The Warriors said he will be re-evaluated again in 2 weeks. He is expected to begin light on-court individual workouts in the next week, the Warriors' medical update said. Kuminga out for the next 2 weeks and possibly more is a major blow to the Warriors, who have lost 7 of their last 11 games without Kuminga and 1-3 without Green during this rough stretch. Since they lost Kuminga to injury, the Warriors have the second least attempts from less than 5 feet to the basket with only 23.1. They were 11th with 29 attempts per game before Kuminga's injury. The Warriors' 15 made field goals from less than 5 feet to the basket are in the bottom 3 over their last 10 games without Kuminga. They were tied for 13th with 17.9 made per game before Kuminga went down. Their 11.6 made and 15.7 free throw attempts ranked last in their last 10 games without Kuminga. Before his injury, the Warriors were a little better at 25th with 20.6 free throw attempts. Their 14.7 made free throws were still the league's worst even before Kuminga's lengthy absence. It became a much bigger issue without him. Without their 2 key cogs, Warriors coach Steve Kerr has spread their minutes to rookie center Quinton Post, G League mainstay Gue Santos, and fourth-year swingman Moses Moody. The 7-foot post scored a career-high 20 points with 5 3-pointers in the Warriors' 131-105 win over the Chicago Bulls on January 23. Santos also responded with 2 big scoring games, 16 points and 5 rebounds in their 123-117 loss to the Sacramento Kings on January 22 and 19 points with 7 rebounds against the Bulls the following night. Kerr has utilized Moody at power forward more with Green out. Moody has been playing well even before Green went down with the calf injury. He has scored in double figures in his last 6 games, averaging 12.3 points on 50.9% shooting, 3.2 rebounds, and 2.5 assists in 26.3 minutes. Despite these 3 players stepping up, the Warriors find themselves 1 game outside the play-in with a 22-23 record. By the time Kuminga will be re-evaluated, he would have missed an additional 9 more games. Dr. Nirav Pandya, a professor at the Orthopedic Surgery Department of the University of California, San Francisco, and director of sports medicine at Benioff Children's Hospital, had an ominous interview about Kuminga's injury 3 weeks ago. Anytime you have a player who at the time of injury, the team's already saying, "Hey, this is a severe injury." It's a little bit more significant, Dr. Pandya said on Willard and Did show on 95.7 The Game on January 8. Even before you get an MRI, based on how he looks, you do get a little bit more concerned. And when you see this 3-week re-evaluation timeline, it doesn't mean typically that he's going to be quote-unquote playing in 3 weeks. It could be another 3 to 4 weeks afterward. So when you get these more moderate to severe sprains, you're looking at 6 weeks. Dr. Pandya was right about the 6-week timeline. The Warriors are hoping Kuminga will not suffer any setback within the next 2 weeks. Milwaukee Brewers, Willie Adams continues to soak in new environment, hangs out with Warriors player. Former Milwaukee Brewers star shortstop Willie Adams seems to be enjoying his time on the West Coast, with his new team, the San Francisco Giants. Adams, who declined the Brewers' $21.05 million qualifying offer and decided to ink a 7-year $182 million with the National League West Division club, was recently spotted with Golden State Warriors guard Brandon Podziemski. The second-year Warriors guard shared a photo of him with Adams during what appears to be a Warriors practice. Adams then reposted that picture with a caption that read, "My guy." The Giants are hoping that Adams' bat and defense will help them keep in step with the juggernauts in their division, aka the Los Angeles Dodgers, and also the San Diego Padres. Adams will get to face his former team in a 4-game series at Oracle Park in San Francisco in April. He will also be back at his old stomping grounds for an August series versus the Brewers at American Family Field in Milwaukee. Warriors could part with Draymond Green to land $158 million star forward. The Golden State Warriors started the new NBA season off very well, but since then, the team has fallen back down the earth. This has led many people around the league to wonder where the team goes from here as they try to win another title around guard Steph Curry. Golden State believes that they still have another title run in them if they can land another star player to pair with Curry. However, they have had some trouble finding one for a decent price. But in this new trade idea, the Warriors get a little wild and drastically change their rotation. Golden State would move on from Draymond Green and bring in another all-star level player. The Warriors aren't likely to move Green, but it's certainly interesting to think about. The deal would be between the Warriors, New Orleans Pelicans, and Memphis Grizzlies. Using the Spotrac trade machine, here is what a deal could look like between the teams. Warriors receive Brandon Ingram and a 2030 second-round draft pick. Grizzlies receive Draymond Green and Kevin Looney. Pelicans receive Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, Kyle Anderson, and a 2025 first-round draft pick. Golden State has held back on parting with Green for some time as he has been the centerpiece of what makes the team run. However, where the franchise is currently, it may be time to move on from him for someone who can provide more firepower. Ingram has dealt with injuries throughout his career, but when healthy, he is electric on the floor. Golden State could get a big boost on offense, and Ingram isn't too shabby defensively either. Sending Green to a West rival would be tough, but his legacy in Golden State is set forever. Memphis has been looking to make a splash before the trade deadline, but so far, nothing has come about. Miami Heat star Jimmy Butler has reportedly said no to joining them, but the Grizzlies would land an interesting piece in Green here. The Grizzlies are one of the best teams in the West this season and seem to be one piece away from truly contending for a title. Green could be the missing piece for Memphis, helping to bring that veteran championship experience to the table. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Draymond Green? Leave your opinion in the comments.